Hello, I am Tarık Toros. Welcome to What's Happening in Turkey. This week, we'll delve into two critical issues: the censorship of Donald Trump's press conference in Turkey and the escalating tensions in northern Syria. A new era in the Middle East. As the United States transitions into another Trump presidency, global attention is fixated on the question, what's next for the Middle East? Since the Assad regime's collapse on December 8, the new leadership in Damascus has yet to prove its ability to govern effectively or win trust at home and abroad. Trump's press conference. Key messages. Donald Trump, the US president-elect, held a press conference in Florida addressing two major issues. The first was Israel and the ongoing conflict with Hamas. He issued a stark warning.
If those hostages aren't back, I don't want to hurt your negotiation. If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. And it will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone. All hell will break out. I don't have to say anymore, but that's what it is.
While a ceasefire agreement is anticipated before Trump's inauguration on January 28, he avoided elaborating on what actions this hell might involve. The second target, Turkey and Syria. Trump's second message was directed at Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan. He accused Turkey for meddling in Syria for centuries, saying,
Turkey's been after that country in different names and different forms and shapes for 2,000 years. Those people that went in are from Turkey. And President Erdoğan is a friend of mine. He's a guy I like. Respect. I think he respects me also.
These statements, although exaggerated and historically inaccurate, were an attempt to frame Turkey as a key player and potential scapegoat for future complications in Syria. Notably, these remarks were censored by Turkish state media and pro-government outlets. Trump also implied Ankara had followed his orders not to attack the Kurds, stating,
he's the one that didn't go after certain people after I requested that he not. You know who I'm talking about? The Kurds. I don't know how long that's going to, because they're natural enemies. They hate each other. But he didn't do that yet. And he didn't do it in the past also. He started and I said, please don't do that. And he didn't do it. So
this directly contradicts Turkey's ongoing military strategy in northern Syria and puts the Erdogan administration in an awkward position. Northern Syria, a powder keg. Turkey views the post-Assad era as an opportunity to dismantle Kurdish autonomy in northern Syria. Turkish officials have hinted at an imminent cross-border operation to achieve this. However, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has reportedly intervened to delay such moves. Mazlum Abdi, commander of the US-backed Syrian Democratic Forces, emphasized in a recent interview that ISIS is exploiting weapons from the collapsing Assad regime. He outlined plans to target ISIS camps in northern Syria, highlighting the US reliance on the SDF as a counterterrorism partner. Growing repression at home. While regional tensions escalate, domestic issues in Turkey are no less pressing. The government has intensified its crackdown on Kurdish media and dissent. Two Kurdish journalists, Nazım Taştan and Cihan Bilgin, were killed by Turkish drone strikes in northern Syria. Their bodies were buried in Rojava after Turkey refused their return. Additionally, Kurdish media outlets such as Yeni Yaşam, Jin News, and the Mesopotamia Agency have faced escalating censorship. Elon Musk's social media platform X has come under scrutiny for complying with Turkish government censorship orders. Economic struggles and public misdirection. Amidst political and social upheaval, Turkey's economy is faltering. Official inflation rates for 2024 stand at 45%, though independent economists suggest much higher figures. Meanwhile, real wages lag far behind. To illustrate the cost of living crisis, consider this. At the start of 2023, a cafe latte in Turkey cost $1.30 compared to $3.60 in Portugal. Today, while prices in Portugal remain stable, a latte in Turkey cost $4.10, exceeding the global average. Despite these challenges, the government continues to deflect blame, focusing public frustration on grocery stores while implementing steep hikes in public sector prices, including an unprecedented 78% increase in natural gas subscription fees. A controversial trustee law. In a bid to attract foreign investment, Turkey's government is preparing to sell off companies seized through its controversial trustee system, often labeled as state-sanctioned asset confiscation. This practice began in 2015 with the Kozai Group, a media conglomerate worth billions. Its assets were transferred to the treasury after the government appointed trustees to dissolve the company. Last week, the group was renamed Turkish Gold via a presidential decree. Its exiled owner Akın İpek continues to fight a legal battle in the UK, while his 79-year-old mother and brother remain imprisoned in Turkey. Nacho Sanchez Amor, the European Parliament's rapporteur on Turkey, recently highlighted the European Court of Human Rights' decade-long delay in addressing Tekin İpek's case, calling the delay strange. He urged the ECHR to act impartially and without political influence. I am Tarık Toros, and you'll be watching What's Happening in Turkey. This week, we explored the key stories censored in Turkey over the past few days. See you next week with more updates.